On March 18, 2015, Senator Haywood took a trip to the Harrisburg Mall to meet with a low-wage worker and learn what raising the wage would mean to him and millions of other Pennsylvanians.
$3 more an hour in our check will allow us to, number one, feed ourselves, clothe ourselves, house ourselves, and have some money to put into the community.
Here is Andre's story.
This is Art Haywood, state senator from Philadelphia, Montgomery County, here with my friend Andre Butler to discuss raising the minimum wage. Andre, thanks for joining me out here at the Harrisburg Mall today.
Sure thing, my pleasure.
I wanted you to share some information in your story as to why we should raise the minimum wage. And my first question to you is, what kind of work do you do?
I'm an on-call banquet server.
And do you enjoy that work?
Love it, absolutely love it.
Have you been doing it a while?
I've been doing it over officially 10 years, unofficially all my life, and I love it.
Now that's good. Now, do you earn less than $10 an hour?
Absolutely.
What's your wage?
Between $8.50 and $9.50 an hour.
And so with that wage level, what kind of hours are you able to get a week?
Between probably 8 and 20, because it's going to be 1 and 2 jobs a week. This week I only have 2 jobs scheduled. That's going to be 14 hours.
Okay.
14 hours.
So if you look at the amount of money that you have coming in a week, do you have enough to have a 1-bedroom apartment or something like that?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely not. The 1-bedroom apartment started like $650 or $750 in Philadelphia a month. And to get enough money to have that, plus you're going to need first and last month's security deposit and move-in costs too, so that's going to be difficult. So no, I don't. Most of us who work low wage don't either.
So where do you live then?
I live with my mother.
Okay, now let me ask you this. So it's you and your mother making it on at least some of the money you got coming in.
Right.
So let me ask you this. When you got to go to these different locations, how do you get there? You got a car?
No, I don't have a car, so it's SEPTA.
You rely on SEPTA?
I rely on SEPTA.
Is that pretty well? Does that work out?
It works out. It's not the best, but it works out. Thankfully for right now, I can make it.
Well, how long does it take you to get from your house to one of these banquet jobs using SEPTA?
Sometime about an hour and a half.
That's one way?
That's one way. Not counting 2 ways. That's right.
So how much would you bring home from a banquet job? You got an hour and a half there, an hour and a half to get back.
$55, maybe $60 a trip, a job.
So you share with us the transportation, your housing. What about food? You got enough food to make it to the end of the month?
Not really, but we managed to stretch it out. We should have more. I need more healthier food. The main thing is healthy food. We've always eaten healthy, and I thought I ate healthy, but I just reached diagnosed with high blood pressure. Now I have to take a blood pressure medication. So I go to the market now and watch more so what I actually buy. But the healthier food costs more than what the cheaper food costs. You know, vegetables and fruits and those things are costing more than what they used to cost. So it's not easy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Now, do you know other people making minimum wage? Do they have the same experience that you have?
Exact same. Most certainly.
And maybe it's even harder because you got a little bit more money than some other people at $7.25.
Right, exactly. And I have my mother helping me a little bit.
Why do you think we should raise the minimum wage, given what you've just described to me and the folks listening to us today?
The minimum wage needs to be raised to at least $10 an hour to give all of us a fighting chance to survive. $3 more an hour in our check will allow us to, number one, feed ourselves, clothe ourselves, house ourselves, and have some money to put into the community, some money to put into businesses. We're not going to make enough to save it. We're going to have to spend it. So everybody would benefit.
So let me just wrap up. What we've heard from my friend Andre Butler is several things. One, if he had more money, he would spend it in local stores. And that money in local stores would help the small business owners. We've also heard that these low wages promote hunger and bad diets. So he can't afford the quality of diet that he needs so he can address hypertension and other people who have other diseases. So what we've heard today is the clear case for raising the minimum wage, not only so that people can have a decent life who are hardworking, but they can have a decent life, protect their health, their housing. This is the kind of Pennsylvania we want to create. So I encourage you all to support raising the minimum wage. Call Governor Wolf, call your legislator. Thank you very much for listening.